Alright, what up everyone? This is Tyrannicity, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Tablet Pro pen tool. And I'm using a Raphael stylus, 520. I hear it works better with this because it has two buttons, and we can take advantage of these two buttons. So, this is a 3D artist reviewer. He mostly makes apps for 2D artists, but he's been branching out and doing stuff for 3D. And I heard recently he fixed the middle mouse click for 3D apps, and that's what I'm really going to be testing out today to see how well it works and what we can do with it. So I used to use a Wacom tablet to do animation, and one of the things I loved about the Wacom stylus is I can turn the two buttons on the side of the stylus to whatever I wanted, which is something Microsoft has kind of been missing. They kind of force you to have a right click, which is pretty good. It's what I made one of my buttons anyways. And the second button is always an eraser. Now this app is going to allow you to change that. You can change your right click or your eraser button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my eraser button to be a middle mouse click so I can pan around in Maya, and I can also use it to still frames. We're going to be testing that out, and also applying textures from the attribute editor using the middle mouse click. So this is what I see when I first open up the app. I can tell it's just been updated because this was not here before. I'm going to choose the Raphael. And yep. And yeah, okay. So I'm going to play around with this and I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing I want to show off is right clicking. So I'm going to turn all this off for now. So right clicking has been broken in Maya. Basically, I think it worked in 2016, and then after that they updated it and it just never worked, as you can see. But one thing this app does is it fixes it. So let me show that off. So I'm gonna make this one right click, and I'm gonna click this green arrow, and I can right click now. So this basically fixes right clicking, which is pretty cool. So if you want to right click in Maya again, here you go. But let's test out the middle mouse click. So yeah, it works pretty consistently now. So this is what he fixed on this update. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty consistent. Yeah. So this is pretty good for panning around. Now I know if you have a touchscreen you can just use two fingers and pan around, but this, in my opinion, it just feels better. Plus I find myself using both pans. Like if I want a faster pan, I'll use the pen, or if I want a slow pan, I'll use my fingers. So yeah, panning really works in Maya. It works really well. He definitely fixed it. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so I have one of my very first animations I've ever made open, and this is very old. I haven't seen this in so long. It's kind of giving me nostalgia. This is from school. It's just a simple... When I look back at this now, I'm like, wow, this is so bad. I can do so much better than this now. But what I'm here to do, to see if I can still frames. So you see these little red lines down here. These are all keyed frames that I made. And so they lead into different poses. Now, if the middle mouse click works correctly, I can move them, which is considered stealing them. And so now, so let's see what this frame was first. So he goes down. So let's make them go down again, like right here on 57. So let's still this. Little mouse click. I'm gonna put it on 57. Now I'm gonna key it. Now, yep, it works. It looks really bad, but yep, it works. You can still frames using this pin tool in the middle mouse click. Yeah, I just broke that animation. So this last test, I'm gonna basically try to apply a texture using the middle mouse click using the attribute editor. Now you don't need a middle mouse click to do this. You can right click and select the attribute, but we're just trying to see if we can pull it off. So Windows Hypershade. Sorry, I said attribute editor. It's the Hypershade. And we're gonna make a simple texture. I'm just gonna choose Lambert. I'm just gonna make it red. Red's my favorite color. Now let's make this cube red that I just made in the middle of Maya. So I'm gonna take my Raphael and I'm gonna middle mouse click this color and I'm just gonna drop it on this cube and boom, it works. So you can apply textures with it. So yeah, this pretty much allows a button on your pen to become a middle mouse click, just like Wacom. So yeah, I can recommend this tool. I don't think it's that expensive. I think I paid around $5 to $10 for it. I can't remember, but yeah, I can definitely recommend it. Nice to pick up, and he's been updating it, so it's gonna be cool to see what he does next with the pen tool. But I definitely think it's an amazing tool, and it makes art easier even for 3D artists. So definitely check it out, and yeah, we'll end it like that.